Anyway, man, check this out. How's it going, guys and lollipops? Hope you're all smashing in this absolutely pishy day. It's like Silent Hill out there. So, right, we'll talk about this Sony showcase for yesterday being the 9th of September 2021. And I was actually rather impressed by it. Couldn't believe what I was fucking hearing. See that Jim Ryan, is he English? Because he sounds his accent so other fucking shop. I thought he was Dutch at one point. I guess I'm wrong. Who cares? Up your flange. Anyway. Aye, so they opened up with this really bizarre fucking live action half CG. I don't know what it was. Waste of time. That's probably the best way to fucking say it. Then Jimmy Boy comes on and goes, "Alright troops, we're going to look at some new games." And I'm like, aye, are we? I don't think so, but I was actually pleasantly surprised. They did have some new games. I was like, fuck's sake. We've been let down in the past many times with these events. So what is the first game they opened up with? A PlayStation 5 exclusive remake of Knights of the Old Republic. Yes, that was Darth Revan you saw on screen last night with his fucking Mandalorian helmet and his red lightsaber. Now, I don't think it's going to be, like a faithful remake. It's going to have free-flowing combat, I think. More than the sort of likeness of Final Fantasy 15 Kingdom Hearts type. I think that's the way it'll be. I don't think it'll be a hack and slasher. I hope not. But actually, I don't. I'd love it to be a hack and slasher. See if they could bring in good gameplay concept. Timed. Turn-based is the best. No, turn-based is shite. Fuck your turn-based. It's never been good. It's always been fucking boring. Never made any bastard sense. Fucking pish. Okay? Turn-based is fucking pish. This is my opinion. Stick it up your arse if you don't fucking like it. Anyway, so yeah, Knights of the Republic remake. Looks like it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive, which I find very, very bizarre, considering the original was on the Xbox. Maybe it's not that bizarre. Maybe it's a... what's the word here? You know, a stab of fucking poetic justice or poetic irony or something like that. I don't know, but it's funny. And then they went straight into a game called Project Eve with a very thick looking Asian lady. Lovely. And it looks excellent. It looks like a combination of Nier and Bayonetta with the aesthetic of a sort of Horizon Zero Dawn / Nier approach. I like that. Big fan of that. Coming out next year, I believe. So I geese it. What else was there? A game called Forspoken, which is out next spring. That looks ace as well. It looks like you're a woman that gets sucked into a sort of magical portal. It's maybe like some sort of alternative reality thing, which looked aces. I was very surprised. Then they pull out the Insomniac card, and I thought, oh, it's going to be Spider-Man, but it's in a bar. It's a sort of dingy wee countryside bar, and I thought, not very Spider-Man looking. Kind of looks more like yes, Wolverine, making a Wolverine game. And I was like, so we're not getting Spider-Man 2 anytime soon, but no, that appeared as well, but towards the end. And Venom's in it. And Tony Todd is doing the voice of Venom, which I'm very happy about. The old Candyman himself has come out of the woodwork and is going to produce, no doubt, a stellar performance, because he usually does. I think one of my favourite roles that he did was Ben out of the remake of Night of the Living Dead in 1993 or 92, something like that. Great movie, great performance, big fan. Very happy he's involved. The game also looks like it could be co-op. One of you going Miles, another one going Peter. Kinda expected that to happen. It was kinda too good, too perfect of a setup for that not to happen. There was another wee exploring type game, and for the life of me can't pronounce it. It's like Itchy, something like that. It just looked weird. You get to move your essence in and out of animals, and you get to explore, and I like things like that. But can't all be doom and gloom and fucking action. I like a wee bit light-hearted exploration every now and again. A game that's no super violent or anything like that. It's just nice to chill, It's just nice to relax. They showed a bit of Gran Turismo 7, don't care about that. They showed a bit of Deathloop, and I thought, what's the point, it's out next week. Could have left that in the cutting room floor, saved us a wee bit of time. And one of the bigger reveals was God of War Ragnarok, and I thought, this looks really good, but it just kind of looks more of the same as God of War. Nothing's really changed aesthetically. I don't know why I expected it to be this different looking game, but it really just looks like a continuation of the previous game, and I don't know why that's a minor complaint of mine. It's not really making any sense to me either. Don't worry about it. I just thought this looks very, very like God of War 2018, like it wasn't gonna. I don't know, fuck knows. You just have a mental expectation. Maybe I thought it was gonna be a little bit more, grandiose. There's Thor's in it, but fucking Thor looks like a fat bastard. I don't know if that's a joke. I saw a picture of him and I thought, is that a joke? He's a fat cunt. What's going on? Is this maybe like sort of the downfall of the gods? This is why Ragnarok's happening, because they're all sort of like down and outs, fucking deadbeat gods that are just pure let their greed and gluttony and fucking apathy get them in the way, and fucking they're not really serving the people that worship him anymore. So and that makes kind of sense. But I know a lot of folk that were upset when Thor turned into a fat guy in the Avengers movie, Endgame. People thought, fucking hell, they made Thor fat. That's shite. It's like, well, look what you've got here. This is hilarious. I also heard that God of War Ragnarok was meant to be an add-on for the 2018 game. Maybe that's why it looks incredibly similar asset-wise. It's almost like nothing's changed in the time, but I don't know how many years apart there are. Atreus has got a slightly deeper voice, a bit taller, still looks like an annoying prick. But maybe that's why it just looks very, 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 very similar, rather than, because that most games you get a sequel and it's on a different machine. They can look slightly, a new sheen of coat of paint or whatever. I'm being weird here. I think I should just shut up. It looks great and I'm going to get it and I'm going to love it, because who didn't love God of War in 2018? People didn't. That's the answer to that. There will be people that didn't like it. I thought it was fantastic, and I think this will be just as fantastic next year, but I can understand why it's now on PS4, because it does kind of look like a PS4 game. Oh aye, what else was there? Fucking GTA 5. Christ almighty. I'm convinced the trailer they used was just the same trailer that we saw back in the day for the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions, only slightly higher res. Fuck off. How does that sound? If the enhanced version is free for current owners of the PS4 version, fine. And even then, no, because I don't really care. I'll be honest with you, see if GTA 6 never happened, I couldn't give a toss. Far more interesting things happening in the gaming world than fucking Grand Theft Auto. I'm now sort of lumping Grand Theft Auto into the same sort of boring, apathetic, stretched out, milk to death pile as Call of Duty. Get fucked. I don't care about it anymore. You've thoroughly seen to that where you're fucking pushing the online garbage. I wouldn't even mind if Rockstar were using that as like a vehicle to fund smaller, more interesting projects, but they're just doing absolutely fuck all, and it's kind of pissing me off a wee bit. All that talent, all that money, all those resources just going to waste. It's just a damn shame. We're getting an Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy remaster bundle. Lovely. If you haven't played them, go nuts. Nothing really much more to say about that. It's a great game. Great couple of games. Bingo. They showed Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt. Couldn't care less about that shite. Looks like a fucking dodgy battle royale heap of nonsense. Free to play garbage. Rainbow Six Extraction, who cares about that? Fuck off, looks boring as fuck. Plenty of those games out now, we don't need another one. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, it's a Borderlands spin-off. If you've played Borderlands before, just think of it as a fantasy rendition of that. Bingo. And they showed Ghostwire Tokyo, which is looking ace. So hopefully that'll be out soon. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is not out till 2023, which I expected. I'm not sure if that'll be first before Wolverine, or whether they'll release Wolverine first. They might release Wolverine first, just to have something different else out there. But who knows? That's it. That's your showcase. It was actually really good. A few duff things here and there, but nothing really bad. It was good. I was impressed because I was gearing up for it to be a boring pile of shite, but it wasn't. So that's all good. And I'll see you next video. Goodbye.